Thursday morning, everybody. Sunshine is here to stay for this one in particular, but I wish I could promise that to everyone going towards this upcoming weekend. I am WIS First Alert Meteorologist Tony Schiavaroli. Let's continue to settle in. Let's see what's going on as we make this move into what will be a beautiful day out there. It really is going to be so. More in the way of tranquil weather, sunshine, blue skies, the whole 9 yards for today. But as we make this move, getting further and further down the road, really late into Friday, going into Saturday, we're going to have some rain potential returning. Low pressure is going to be making a move towards South Carolina, so that increase in moisture comes right back. At least we get a quick break from that today, though. Let's see how you're starting out this one as we get these wheels rolling, all right? So taking you outside, a beautiful look live at downtown Columbia. It is going to be just an easy day. You know, I can't stress that enough. It is going to be this type of way as we see overall these blue skies really just taking command and trying to, of course, just really blossom up a little bit more. Right now, we're going to see a lot of temperatures in the mid-60s. We have that for Columbia, Lexington, Sumter, of course, chasing down that 70-degree mark soon. Orangeburg almost there. Winnsboro, Newberry, Batesburg, Leesville, all temperatures close to that 65-degree mark. You could say the same thing further up towards the north, looking at Camden and Lugoff, a lot of areas in Kershaw County, those mid-60s, a lot of Clarendon and Lee counties as well. As we get pleasant for today, we have to eventually get back to these changes. So the mainly sunny skies truly went out in this huge capacity today. Then we get that late Friday shower, but that's the thing, late into the day. It's not really going to be something that impacts us much for tomorrow. We're still going to be on the mostly dry side for Friday. We just see a good deal of clouds on the increase. It's essentially going to serve as a transition day from our mainly sunny skies today to starting out the weekend with some rain potential. So let's see how this is all going to be continuing to change pace. 3 very different days again. There just hasn't been much of the opportunity for us to have a really consistent stretch of weather. You know, it happens sometimes. You get 3 or 4 days that are very similar, whether it's going to be rain chances or, of course, going to be even rain and storm chances or sunshine. But what I want to focus on today will be divvying up these 3 days. So going throughout this Thursday, it's going to be beautiful. If you could see the wind arrows here as you're watching this live stream, it's going to be more of this drier air making its way into our region from the north and west. That's where there's some high pressure right now. But as we work onward from this, we're eventually going to see then pushing up from the south more low pressure. And that's going to happen as soon as we get into Friday. So look at these changes. Overnight Thursday into early Friday morning, clouds are going to make that return. That's essentially that barrier that I've been talking about that really just settles itself in between what we can see with rain and after we get done with more of today's sun. Starting out Friday, a lot of temperatures will be in the mid-60s. Nice milder start to the day. Muggy again. We'll start to see a little bit of that on the rise, but not much doing with rain. I've fast forwarded this all the way through 4 or 5 p.m. and this is when we're actually starting to see towards the upstate, more western sections of the state, more confidence from what we're seeing with our in-house model, more guidance actually showcasing some rain later tomorrow. Still very spotty though. That's why I'm only keeping it at a 30% chance, and that should be about it. Not too much in the way of impressive available moisture as we go into Friday. So between today, sun, and tomorrow with the clouds, still not going to have a bad stretch of 2 days here. It's going to be a very nice end to the work and school week. Don't got to worry about too much. But I do stop it right here because starting out early Saturday, even during Friday night, very late, the 4 or 5 p.m. range, 5 a.m. range, excuse me, we can see some showers and storms working to bubble up. So as this works to happen, you know, it could wake some people up if you are a very early weekend riser. Hey, some people are out at 5 a.m. You know, I'm not sure what your plans are for the day. You could be encountering a little bit in the way of a downpour. This is going to be something that can happen dark and early, not just forward into the day. So what will happen, we're still trying to settle into this low pressure. We're going to start to see a little bit more of some rain activity fighting back at some portions of the afternoon, even if it's going to be a little bit more in the scattered sense, it still should be there. What I'm, of course, looking onward to here is going to be the fact of drier air basically trying to still fight in at times. It's going to be more of this battle of, yes, we have that low pressure back, but it's not fully settling in. We don't really see this moisture available fully coming to fruition. So, in short, it just means that things will likely end up being a little bit more scattered as opposed to widespread rain, which if you're trying to get some activity in this weekend outside, that's going to be great news for you, because as of right now, I'm only keeping the rain chances at 50 to 60%. I'm not fully convinced we're going to see that that widespread coverage. It just doesn't look to be coming together as of right now. Some of that could be on the increase a little bit, but at least this is what I'm looking onward to for you guys. As we go through today, it's National Barbecue Day, if you didn't know. So obviously, what a fantastic day to be hitting up the grillin'. If you have the chance for something like this later into your Thursday, it is going to be fantastic. Mid-80s, mainly sunny. Get outside. You might not have the opportunity to, but hey, if you do, I hope you can make the best of it. As we get onward and upward, those rain chances make a little bit of a push as we go towards Friday. This is where we start to see these changes in a very spotty capacity. And then into Saturday, this is where we actually see more of those rain chances take hold. That's when the low pressure will be here, but I can't stress it enough. We are not going with the first alert weather day on Saturday because just we don't see enough confidence with that rainfall. If we were a lot more confident, we would see an inch or more of rainfall in more widespread areas. Then we would be first having that as a first alert weather day. It would be lit up in red. We'd be trying to push it a little bit harder. But as of right now, there looks to be a bit of that discrepancy in the forecast. I'm hoping that pans out a little bit more. We do see some drier air fighting back just enough against the low pressure to keep things scattered about. So we'll still have breaks of dryness, and you can try and get out a little bit. And of course, if you want to keep that updated and that in real time, download that WIS First Alert Weather app. We have it for a reason. It is going to be giving you live radar capabilities, and there's the potential to, hey, check your phone, pull out your pocket, see, okay, what's going on? Are we dry right now? Is there going to be rain approaching me in the next half hour to an hour? Always good to know because, of course, we're not on television 24/7. But thank you again for checking into this live stream, your WIS First Alert Forecast Update. Truly appreciate you being here as always, as we're getting closer and closer to what can hopefully be as fun of a weekend as possible for a lot of folks who make those plans. As we get onward here, make sure to check back for what's new this morning. You want some national and local news updates. That'll be coming up closer to 9 a.m. But as always, thank you again for being with me this morning. I'll be back at it again for your Friday morning start or continuation. Have a great day.